So, today's daily challenge. We have Melting Remnant and Stygian Guard. Mutators are Moneybags, Brawl and Heavy, so we gain double gold. Friendly and enemy units get +5 attack, +10 health. My Pyre gets +10 attack. And we start with 5 deadweights in our starting decks. So far, no score managed to get past the 50,000 mark. But there are a few quite solid scores here. Let's think about this real quick. 5 deadweights in the starting deck is a little bit annoying. This means we might want a deck that's a little thicker, so just so not too many of our draws get eaten out by heavy. Brawl with Melting Remnant is usually fine because Melting Remnant tends to have a bunch of units and one floor. Stygian Guards the same with the totems often. And Moneybags is always nice for upgrades. So let's see what we get. Molten Encasement, Titan's Tooth, Intent on Death. Okay, that's unusual. An unusual combination. Intent on Death, Molten Encasement is certainly usable early on. Now the mutators again. Flicker Slicker versus Tethys Scales. I'm almost certain we want Flicker Slicker here. Early on this will allow us to more easily cast the Titan's Tooth. And it just allows us to pick up more expensive cards overall. We don't currently have any way to make Burnout Flicker work very well for us. So that's a little bit of an issue. I would love to take the Burn Bright path, but I think we can't really do that here. So I will take the Reform. Otherwise these early challenges will be a bit too tough. Seraph, by the way, is Spell Consume, the Diligent. So another reason to have a deck that's a little bit thicker than usual. I could certainly see that kicker. Starting with Flicker Slicker might work out as a challenge modifier. These guys hit for 7, so I don't want to have the drag in front. That's nice. Starting cards were Titan's Tooth, Molten Encasement, and the Intent on Death I just played. Okay, that's fine. These guys die. Okay. 70 damage here. We will need a little bit more. What's left in our deck? A Frozen Lands. I should probably play out most of my stuff here. I don't want to play the other drags out yet. I will get the... No, I will not get the Reform because there's nothing in my Consume right now. Still, these only hit one siege, so if I draw into any minion this turn, I didn't, sadly. We're just a little short. If I played just one drag, it would have been enough. Wicklash, Purifying Case, Cleanse, Molten Encasement. I definitely don't want another Molten Encasement, and I think it's definitely Wicklash over Purifying Cleanse. Titan's Tooth, Helical Crystallis, Ice Tornado. Well, with Brawl, we need a little bit more damage to kill backliners, so Ice Tornado isn't bad, especially as we have Flicker Slicker. Ice Tornado can actually be decent to kill off backlines. I don't think we need the gold generation as much if with the Moneybags modifier. So it's either Cold Salia or Nameless Siren. And I think it's actually Cold Salia. Nameless Siren is a bit annoying to make work well here. Now I would love Quick on the Cold Salia and an attack buff. Spell upgrades. Cost reductions are a little bit less important for us because we have Flicker Slicker. Double stack on the Titan's Tooth wouldn't be terrible, as would be spell damage on many of these cards. Quick multi-strike would both be very strong on the Cold Salia. Even a large stone wouldn't be terrible. Let's go to the Merchant of Steel and look what we get. A large stone. Lady of the House. Yeah, I think I will take a Lady of the House. Multi-strike on Cold Salia is nice, yeah. Large stone. Large stone reroll, hope for quick. Or maybe even multi-strike. Okay, quick is fine. Health for the Lady of the House. And now that we picked up 2 units, one of them pretty large even, I want these train swords out. Cold Salia on the bottom floor, very nice. Let's play Rector on the next floor. I don't think this will... I don't think this battle will go to the 3rd floor. This is not entirely ideal because this Lady of the House will burn out after the first round of Relentless combat, but it should be okay. Can't play this Train Steward. I need the space on the next floor in case we don't kill the boss on the bottom floor. And Wicklash! Very nice. Not that we need it, we already had lethal anyway, but makes it a little safer. It feels better. Easy draft. Offering token, we do have 2 Titan's Tooth already. But our way of playing them is with Flicker Slicker, not with offering. So I'm not entirely sure if that's a good idea. Then on the other hand, we do have these dead weights in the deck as well. So the offering token is never really bad. Wickless Baron. I like Wickless Baron together with Cold Salia on the front, on the same floor. Wickless Baron can be in the front and be our tank. So now we basically have the units for 2 entire floors. With the Cold Salia already set. We might want the artifact here. How do things look? Here's another Merchant of Steel with an artifact and coins on the same side. That could be quite good. Just after that, okay, we do have a lot of Merchants of Steel. No need to go for this one right now. Probably none of these. Should have looked at the relics first. Drop cage versus precious plating. It's the gold. We don't need either of these. Oh! Cancel out the large stone. Make Cold Stelia very small. 2 more space on the floor. Maybe we dupe Cold Stelia and have triple Cold Stelia on the floor. This is very powerful, this event. If you have a 3 size unit to reduce the capacity, that makes a big difference. This Baron won't survive. No, he does survive. We have quick. No problem at all. Lady of the house can... Behind? No, in front. We want her to take the damage. Let's add some Frostbite to Daedalus here. I don't really want Train Stewards in my reform pool. I want the draft back. But it's not like this Train Steward will die immediately, so it should be fine. I don't think we can kill Daedalus early, but I'm certainly gonna try my best. Might be kind of close. I do want to keep the space here. Yeah, we will have nothing in the dead pool next turn, so we can reform Lady of the House. No problem with that. And I think this is the final turn we have to hit Daedalus. I could deal another 38 to him right now. I mean, might as well. Yeah, wasn't quite enough, but it was pretty close. One more turn and we would have had it. Gifts for a guard. Formless child. The Cold Celia is a bit too hard to kill off, so I don't think it's Formless Child. We do have an intent on death though. So we could even bring back our drafts. But I'm really liking gifts for a guard here. Gifts probably not necessary. Let's go with Formless Child. We do have the intent on there, after all. Is it capacity? Or is it draw? Our spells are decent. But I wouldn't mind some more capacity. Hmm. Probably draw, yeah. Remove cards. Duke the Colcelia. I like it. Definitely trouble with playing out these stewards. Yeah, maybe capacity later. The extra reform is kind of unnecessary. Let's go with the stats. Rector Flicker will become unimportant relatively soon in the combat. Soon as we have our Colcelia set up and things like that, we don't really need the reform from Rector anymore. Yeah, I can always bring him back with Formless Child as well. That's very true. This base belongs to the Baron. Top floor is just my trash dump. This is a little unfortunate. I think the Colcelia is better than the Baron right now. I'll just keep the Baron in the deck. Let's see what we get back. The drag. Oh. Not that great. And there's our Rector back. We don't need to kill this top line guy, so everything's fine. Waxer Snuffer. We do have some extinguish effects, especially the Formless Child. Crushing Demise, Wicker Blaze, definitely want a Wicker Blaze. I need some targeted reform. None of these really excite me. Yeah, I think we just skip here. Now I could go for unit upgrades. I might want to go for the Merchant of Trinkets next floor anyways. Forgotten name. Okay. It's not amazing, but it's still useful. Health for the Baron. Just so he starts out a little beefier. These are not great. Well, let's get at least the damage upgrade for our drag. draft, and we can remove another train steward. So we... Permafrost helps against Seraph and the dead weights. The preserve. Preserving the dead weights doesn't really do all that much. And against Seraph, a little bit. Yeah, we can't really deal with these guys on the bottom floor very well. This will be tough to get the 3-turn boss rush in this combat, if it's even possible. I guess it can be possible. Will I try for a 3-turn boss rush here? Sure. Might as well try. I don't think we will have any problem killing the boss afterwards. Doesn't matter either way. Yeah, it's actually inspired from Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask. We will have Wicked Blaze in our next hand, so I will let my Reactor Flicker burn out. Do want to keep the Lady of the House alive a bit longer instead. Is it better to bring back Draft first and Reactor later? Probably not. This will probably not work out with the bottom floor kill. There's still a possibility. I do need to play the frozen land here, otherwise it might get cost reduced and we don't want that. Ah! No! I would have wanted to play the Formless Child here. That would actually have been quite important. Drake doesn't do anything on the bottom floor. What do I have for reforms? These aren't very helpful. Yeah, this guy is very annoying when it comes to getting bottom floor kills. I will be getting back one of these. Almost anything should be good enough. I do have space for another drop up here. Yeah, the 8 rounds of stealth is definitely very strong. Do I want a Votivary? If I have Wax or Snuffer and Intent on Death, that could be my draw engine. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with a Votivary in this deck. On a single encounter? It depends on the encounter. You mean in a single Hell Rush or? I've calculated that before they changed the scoring system a little bit, so I don't really know how it is now. We'll go to the Merchant of Ice Storm is fine anyways. Flying kill on the final boss, but another guy still managed to jump past me. That might be possible because if you are able to get a flying kill on Seraph, then there's always a chance that it's possible in a shorter turn. 20,000 points down? No, I don't think that's possible actually. I think the maximum points you can get on Seraph is 18k. 18k is the maximum if you get the first or second turn kill. I think first and second turn kills are the same on Seraph, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, you got 60k. Yeah, if you got 16k, nobody should be able to jump ahead of you in that specific fight. Yeah, but if they had more gold than him, they would have been ahead in the first place. So I'm still looking for relics. Relics are very important to me. Cuddlebeard especially. Cuddlebeard is powerful. Temporal Talisman isn't terrible, especially with the Ice Storm. Obviously, we don't take Sketches of Salvation. We take Resin Block. Do we take Icicle Fracture? Not really. Wait, you got 16k on Seraph and ended up with 35k score in total? That sounds almost impossible. How do you manage to score that low that you get that first turn Seraph kill and still end up with only 35k? So fell. 21 is exactly enough here. Let's go Baron here. Do want to start hitting these statues. We don't need the Ice Tornado on the bottom. Let's got some more frostbite in. I want my rector back. Oh, there we go. I've never seen a cheater score especially higher than possible, unless it's gold related, and then they will usually be ahead early on because they have so much gold. Wait, that wasn't the card I wanted to play. Shouldn't matter. This is actually more damage than the lady of the house. No room for the lady, sadly. That was real floppy here. Drag. Okay. I will take it. And I will have to pass from this drag. Yeah. Easy victory, but not in the air. You would need a lot more frostbite than that. None of these really excite me. Devour of Death isn't terrible, to be honest. I don't really need it. It doesn't do much good for our deck. Yeah, getting 16k on the final boss fight basically means you combo off first turn and just kill him. Do I want another Cold Celia? I think we're lacking the damage. If we take another Cold Celia. Screw it. Let's go for it. These Molten Encasements are so bad. Do we actually want to dupe? Nah, these stats barely make a difference, but I really don't need the extra resolve trigger, so might as well. Yeah, I think Cold Celia is still the right choice. Frostbite and spell damage, okay. There are quite a few other ways to get flying kills. Multi-strike rage stuff, for example. These spikes are a bit annoying. I think it's this card Ice Storm. Yeah, basically any unit should be enough on the top floor. That was a very unlucky hit with the Ice Storm. I say basically any unit, but it needs to survive. I don't mind Rector dying here, do I? I do not have my child yet, but I do have intent on death in the next hand, so... It's a bit of a weird build. I don't have Formless Child in this hand. That's a bit annoying. I can draw into it though, so everything's alright. Now I don't have space for the Rector on the bottom floor. But that's okay. Don't need to play him on the bottom floor. I can play Draft there, for example. If we play Formless Child on the top floor, it will burn out before Rector Flicker reforms the Draft, so we get Draft back with more power. Ah, and Lady of the House as well. I think I want the Lady of the House because of the better burnout timer. We're a little bit short on damage here at the bottom floor. And I don't think Ice Storm will fix that for us because of that specific boss. Yeah, not quite enough. Draft probably would have done it. This Wickless Baron is kinda useless right now. That's a pretty big draft, I agree. It dies really fast, but... it's doing a lot of damage. Vote the very wicked Blaze Remnant host. No, I don't think I want the second one of either of these. Maybe Wicked Blaze. Yeah, let's pick a second Wicked Blaze. And we win. Looking for holdover. I don't want to spend much gold. I do want to get the score from the gold. That's pretty good though. Let's purge some of the unnecessary cards like this Wickless Baron and Drex, I guess. Any good trinkets? Combustible wax. No. Rules of Containment is okay. And then we dupe the All-Frost Effigy and try to get an early Frostbite kill. $8,100 on the final boss. That's not. That's either you took a lot of damage or you didn't. You took damage definitely. So 9,000 is easy to surpass. We do want the Cold Sally on the bottom. As much as I want to start getting Frostbite on Seraph immediately, we do need to make sure these guys will die. Second Cold Sally can be on the top and kill these Lightwings, that's fine. Frozen Lamp here will be enough. We do not yet have anything to reform. Okay, here we go. Too bad both of the Hoarfrost effigies are in this hand because I don't want to cast them both yet. I need a little bit more Frostbite on the boss before that. But we do have our draw engine now in Votivary. That's still... It would still be a decent amount of Frostbite if I had the mana left to cast it. Wicklash, definitely not the card I was looking for. Did come back to the bottom floor, Sarah. Top floor, okay. These guys all die, so that's fine. I still want the extra Frostbite on Seraph. Did I just consume that? I consumed that. That was a mistake, but probably not a very significant one. It shouldn't matter too much. The grand scheme of things. I do want the Formless Child. I think we might be a bit too low, but it depends on how fast we can draw into our Frost effigies. And there is one. How many units can I... I can't rely on the cost reduction from the unit, sadly. Yeah, this is not gonna work out very well. I do need to cast the All-Frost, that's for sure. I don't think it will be enough for a flying kill. But we should have enough. Oh, did I? I did not pay attention to this top line. Was too focused on getting the Frostbite stacked up on Seraph. Yeah, this is nowhere near enough Frostbite. But at least we should have a pretty easy bottom floor kill here. If we just bring back our Rector Flicker. And this will not be the greatest score ever, and I even took one more damage to this vengeful shot that I didn't need to take. Yeah, that was pretty bad. I don't think we will have a great score here. I need to get back into the right mindset after missing yesterday's daily. Yep, it was still a solid and fun run, and I think we're still in an okay position. We could easily have gotten like 2k points more on the Seraph fight. But I was going into too many directions at once, I think. Yeah, not even top 100. I figured as much.